So many times I thought you'd leave me. Broken inside, I feel I've lost my sanity. I don't believe in happy endings. Bought on my pride and hope you'd still love me in the end. Didn't want to leave your arms, but I feel like you won. You left my soul to starve. I don't believe I'm the one. Ooh, I can't show that I'm hurting. You can't know that I'm worried. I gave up in a hurry just to know I'm safe. Love is a fire and I'm burning.
So today I'm going to be working with Kimanie on Roundpeninng. One way she'll turn in really nice and the other way she won't. I think I'm going to put Boog in to see if it'll help her understand what I'm asking her to do. Sometimes another horse can help that. Okay, you guys are chained to the fence. I'm trying. This new vlogging stick that I bought is only for vlogging, and the other one I have is better for filming, so definitely gonna have to start using both of them, which sucks. Hopefully Kimanie doesn't jump in this area like she has been the last few days. And let's get started with this video. So this didn't start off the way I wanted it to. Boog was extremely excited, and they were in there for a good 45 minutes being worked, obviously with breaks. Excuse my voice, I have a very bad sore throat right now. But they were both just extremely hyper and not wanting to really pay attention to me the first, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. So we lunge a lot until they're ready to pay attention to me. And I don't care which horse is on the inside, which horse is on the outside, who's in front, who's in back. They can figure that out between themselves. I just want them to pay attention when they're being asked to do something. Something really cool happens towards the middle of the video, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure to stay tuned for the entire video. So there I asked them to turn in by cutting them off. And they both just kind of said, nope, don't want to, and went straight into the corner. This is after they got all their piss and vinegar out. So Kimanie is looking at me, so I didn't put pressure there just because she was doing something that she was supposed to be doing. So I just get after them afterwards and make them work and make them run because they did not turn in the way I wanted them to. Although she did look at me and pay attention, she didn't attempt to come in. Oop, she almost tripped there. So there she kind of stopped in the corner. I said, get your butt going. These two look beautiful together, don't they? And they got a good hard workout. I mean, we were at this for another 2 hours, 3 hours after this. With talking to Blue Rock, she said I needed to keep trying until I got more of an answer from Kimanie. There I stepped in front to ask them to change, and they did just give me their butts. And obviously she got breaks. We both got a ton of breaks. Now here, they stopped, and they both looked at me, so I took off some of the pressure. Because them looking at me is the right answer. Now here I'm trying to get Kimanie to turn in, and she's just not. This is her side where she's not having it. I'm trying to catch her eye. What I should have done is, as soon as she looked away, spanked at her butt. But I was just really trying to get her to attempt to turn in. I need to stop focusing on the angle and start focusing more on the tries of her looking in. You can see here I'm trying to focus on her, and Boog is just full of himself, running around. And I cut a lot out where I had stopped and asked her to turn like this before, and Boog was just running all over and taking her with him, and I could not get them separated. So it's just a lot of lunging. They both ran out of breath pretty quickly. But, you know, with horses, you have to make the right thing easy, the wrong thing hard. So I was like, well, you guys, I'm trying to cut Kimanie off at this point, and Boog just kind of took her. So I was like, well, you guys want to run, we're gonna run. So I continued to push him out of canter for quite a couple of laps, just to kind of get the point across that, look, when you're asked to do something, it's easier to do it. You'll get a rest rather than to fight with me about it. Now, this is I think the second time they've been lunched together, and it's good for both of them. You'll see Boog do something really amazing. It's amazing to me here in a little bit, and it'll show you just how a horse can join up and connect. And Kimanie just doesn't seem to show that interest as much as Boog, Rose, and Skyla have, which not all horses are the same and not all are easy. So they picked their corner and stopped. And I was like, okay, well, they want to stop, so let's try and change them. Sometimes when they stop on their own, I will attempt to change them. And then if that doesn't work, then I will get after them. Wiley, come here. Stop. So right there, they kind of give me their butts. So I separated them out and tried to focus just on one. And you can see Kimanie come in and just keep kind of running around and blocking Boog here. And she'll go back and push into Boog. They're paying attention more to each other rather than me, which is good anyways. It's not good that they're ignoring me, but it shows me that when they're together, I don't have as much control over them as I thought that I did. I'm not saying that you have to control them, but you need to be able to ask them to do something and have them do something. So, you know, this might be more of a common thing that you guys might see me doing. So I just keep trying to rock back and forth my body, and I finally just kind of whack at them and say, look, pay attention. And Kimanie's still just kind of blocking, and then she tries to leave, and then I block her and say, nope, you wanted to come in, now you need to stay in. She tries to leave again. So I let her leave, and then I'd get Boog to change inward. As long as I can get one of them to change, at that point, it was a win for me. So I just apply pressure and make them haul butt, since they're not wanting to listen. So here again, I ask them to turn in, and Boog just automatically pushes her out. So I cut them off. You see, it takes quite a lot to get them to move, and then they finally move off. Apply a lot of pressure to keep them moving. If they're not going to listen, make them work hard. They'll figure it out eventually. Here I like, so I ask them to change this way, and they both turn in. So you notice I don't go after them. I let them actually walk for a little bit, but I cut all that out. So here I got them to stop, and I was trying to get Kimanie to turn in, and I got Boog to turn in. So my focus was now Kimanie, and here's what Boog does. He hooks on. He's like, I know if I go to her or go to the center, I get to catch my breath. Kimanie doesn't know that yet because she hasn't even attempted to come into the center. You know, I was out there from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. yesterday doing this, and obviously after this session I was done with Boog. And obviously, you know, I took a lot of breaks. It was hot out. I needed a lot of breaks. She needed a lot of breaks. But I didn't get the result that I wanted. Right there, I scared Boog getting after her. I got her to step in slightly, but you know what? You have to reward the slightest try, even if it takes hours and hours. Obviously, you know, give your horses rest and don't just work them non-stop. They need breaks just like you do. Now, I like how Boog's standing on the outside here and letting me just work with her. There, she looks in at me, so I take off the pressure. To show her that paying attention to me is the correct answer. I love how she's checking in again there. Now, here I go over and I ignore her because she's checking in to relieve pressure, and I asked Boog to come in with me. And then I ask him to yield his butt. He's ignoring, so I just spank him on the butt and say, look, pay attention. And she starts to kind of walk off. And I didn't ask her to, so I just give her the cue to trot. And look how nicely Boog is staying with me. This is join up, this is draw, this is him wanting to rest. He knows the correct answer, but he was just so full of himself that he didn't want to pay attention. And he finally understood, oh, she wants us to pay attention. I can do that. And Kimanie's more like, I think I'm going to be a rebel a little longer. I don't know if that's exactly what she's thinking, but it's what it feels like. I love how he's staying with me and I'm able to push her off. He does do this a few times, and, you know, when I get really not aggressive, but when I get high energy at Kimanie for not turning, then he kind of gets spooked and goes off, and that's fine, because he reconnects and comes in a couple of times. So here I love how he's staying with me, and I'm trying to get her to turn in, and she said nope, so I automatically just chase her off. I should have changed her direction back the way I asked her to go, but Boog kind of took off, and I guess it just distracted me a little bit. Like right there, I asked them both to turn in, they both said nope, so I lunged them forward just a little bit. Again, they're not wanting to turn and pay attention, so I just push them off at a canter and make them work. So here, Boog turns in, she turns in. I let them walk, I leave them alone. When they give me the correct answer, all pressure leaves for at least a lap, so that they understand that she's trotting on her own here, so that they understand that they did the right thing. See Boog's head right here? He's connecting in, even though I'm going to send him send him off. I just want her to try. She's just not, on this side right here, she's just not trying. I've tried walking towards the fence line to get to the opposite eye to change her. I've tried yielding her butt from a distance. Nothing just seems to get her attention on this side. I'm going to start being more picky of, you know, I'm going to ask once or twice, and after that, she's just going to have to work. I need to start getting after her more. There she left with her butt to me, so I cut her off and sent her back the way she was originally going. Excuse me, sorry guys. But look how Boog's staying with me. I'm just loving on him, telling him, good boy. He's getting a rest. He's getting to catch his breath. And she, you know, she gets breaks, but she doesn't get them like he does. She's not at the point yet where she wants to come in and try. I love how she's looking at me there. Now here I'm asking Boog to stand. And he's like, nope, I don't want to. I'm going to come with you. So I back him up. Ask him to stand. And he does. So that's good that I can put him there and leave him there. Again, I'm asking her. So I just, you know, didn't worry about changing her. I just worried about pushing her off and getting her working. And I love how Boog's staying in the center and he's just pivoting his butt while she's getting to work. Now there she turned in. She needed a break. I needed a break. So I made the right thing easy. So this is the end of the video. Hopefully you made it this far. Now here they both kind of pay attention to me and looking at me. And as soon as they both look in, I end the session. You know, you have to... She just wasn't going to give it to me that day. So there they look. Alright, bye guys.